And looking forward to November, I think there are two really serious issues presented to us as voters that would be bad for the state of Florida if they were enacted. And that's Amendment 3, involving creating a corporate marijuana cartel, and Amendment 4, which is the abortion till birth amendment. Both of those amendments need to be defeated. Both of those amendments have formally been opposed by the Republican Party of Florida. This party, your state party, has endorsed no votes on both of those amendments. And I think most people in the room probably agree with that, but here's why you should if you haven't made a decision here. The other one is Amendment 4. Now, this is an amendment that's underwritten by people like George Soros and other organs of the political left. It is an intentionally deceptive and misleading amendment. It should have never been approved to be on this ballot by the Florida Supreme Court. They made a horrendous decision on both of these amendments, but certainly on Amendment 4. And so if you read it, it's almost like, it's hard to even know what's going on here. But here's what's going on. This is an amendment that will effectively greenlight abortion all the way till the moment of birth. They do it indirectly. They use loopholes. And that's obviously very bad. It may require taxpayers to fund those abortions. When they've passed these types of amendments in other states, they immediately go into court and sue and say you need to support taxpayer funding because this is a right and not everyone can afford it. So that could happen as well. It's also eliminating the rights of parents for parental consent. We have parental consent for minors in the state of Florida. This amendment would render that null and void if it were to pass. We've stood up for parental rights as Republicans. We need to stand up for parental rights by voting no on this amendment. It also does something that it's deceptive, it's a sleight of hand, but I think could have really bad consequences. If you read the amendment, what it says is that an abortion can be green-lighted all the way till the moment of birth based on what the, quote, health care provider decides. They didn't use the word physician. And this had always been something that people, the people that wanted abortion said, hey, let the mother and the physician, the mother and the doctor confer and make the choice. This is any health care provider. Well, that could be a chiropractor. That could be a clerk at Planned Parenthood. You are opening Pandora's box. You're going to create a really grisly industry of people that are not trained medically sufficient to be involved. Very, very disturbing language that they are putting in there. Extreme language. I don't think anyone's ever seen anything like it. So that is what you're looking at. And here's the thing. We're a unique state given our geography. Most of the Southeast region has varying degrees of protections for unborn life, various protections, pro-life protections. If this passes in Florida, we are going to be the major outlier, and we will become the #1 abortion tourist destination in the United States of America. Is that what we want to be known for in the state of Florida? No. So this is a bad amendment. It should not be in the Constitution. And that's true if you're pro-life. But honestly, even if you're not, very few people, non-pro-lifers, do not believe in taking away parental consent. They don't believe in abortion till birth. They don't believe in taxpayer funding. They don't believe in any of that. So this should not be in the Constitution. And, I want to thank the members of the Florida cabinet. We had the Attorney General, Jimmy Patronis, Secretary, Commissioner of Agriculture, Simpson. They've all not only come out no on Amendment 4, but they've contributed from their political committees hundreds of thousands of dollars. And obviously, we've done a lot as governor too. And so that's what and I want to thank Ben Albritton, the incoming Senate president, for really helping the cause. Danny Perez, the incoming speaker, has been great. Paul Renner, the outgoing speaker. These guys are stepping up. They're doing a lot. Every one of our elected representatives needs to say where they stand on this, and obviously it would be a no. All these people that have all run saying they're pro-life, right? And so now you have an amendment that is the most extreme in the other direction you can go, and some are not saying anything or be offering to help us defeat this. So I want to recognize, out of our federal delegation, we've got 22 federal representatives between the House and Senate. I want to recognize the following U.S. congressmen who have agreed not only to vote no on 4, but to contribute financially to be able to mount the campaign. Congressman Aaron Bean, Congresswoman Kat Kamick, Congressman Mario Diaz-Balart, Congressman Neil Dunn, Congressman Matt Gaetz, Congressman Carlos Jimenez, Congressman Corey Mills, Congressman John Rutherford, Congressman Michael Waltz, and Congressman Daniel Webster. I want to thank you guys for not just standing for principle, but also being willing to contribute and doing it.